Self-measure in the making of brilliant leaders. This essay is based on an article by Olanike, Busari. More than ever, there is a great need of emotional intelligence in today's world, regardless of whether it is an adult or a child. Needless to say, in this advanced world of technology, internet bullying is not an alien. There are people who cannot be called emotionally stable, trying to bully people they don't even know, they don't even care, because of the freedom of speech and expression, and pollute their own lives and other people's lives as well. This world, as you know, is becoming so full of judgmental people and the wise people being silent that we become victims of traumatic experiences. And we all know that such situations have even led to things like suicide. There are many people with mental intelligence, highly qualified, educated, yet emotional intelligence wise, they can be termed as dull. Being led by people who are not emotionally intelligent can lead to chaos and self-destruction. There was a time when obedience meant total and complete sense of submission or sense of duty towards political or military leaders, as you might have seen in your lesson, The Charge of the Light Brigade. But that is a thing of the past. There is a vast transformation in our society today. We live in a generation where there is freedom of speech, freedom of expression, too much freedom enjoyed by the wise as well as the fool. We don't care about that obedience because of fear anymore. Forget about fear of God or fear of parents. We fear nobody. In such a society of dynamic paradigm, or like ever-changing society, ever-evolving society, both the followers and the leaders need to adapt with the situation, adapt with the environment, but not lose his mind, keep his senses normal and right. We, your teachers, are trying to shape you in your mental intelligence as well as your emotional intelligence to make you brilliant leaders. But what kind of leader does the society like us want? First and foremost, the kind of leaders that we need are people who can collaborate or mingle with other people. Secondly, we need a leader who can accept feedbacks. Thirdly, we need someone who can gather those feedbacks or results, whether it is appreciation or bad criticism, and then be able to analyze it, what to take and what to leave. And fourth, we need to have a leader who can be decisive in his response and not hesitant. These are the things that make a person a good leader. Or else imagine there were so many leaders, and then you chose one of the leaders, you chose to follow him, and that leader, whenever people criticize him, he breaks down and cries helplessly. That would be an embarrassment to him as well as to you for choosing him as your leader, just because he did not know how to analyze the feedbacks that have been given to him and then did not know how to respond positively. Many people make hazardous decisions which not only bring bad impact on themselves but to their near and dear ones as well. So to avoid making such stupid decisions in our lives that bring shame to us and our family, we need to learn how to regulate our own emotions. Because learning how to detect your own emotions and regulate your own emotions and respond in a certain way that is pleasing to everyone is necessary, not just in your personal life but in your professional life as well. And for a leader, we all know that we need someone who will be there for you till the end, whenever he's needed. Someone who will lead with his presence and not just his position. We elect a leader not expecting him to loiter around in his own world, in his own dream world, but expecting that he will be able to control his own self, hoping that he will sacrifice his own selfish emotions and selfish aims for the welfare of the common people or his followers. Self-sacrifice. Yes, everyone cannot be emotionally intelligent. It is impossible. But people like you and I, we can learn to control our emotions and and be good leaders and be a ray of hope to people who are losing their sanity. And that is what we're going to learn today. Because yes, mental intelligence is important, but as far as success and happiness is concerned, it deals with emotional intelligence. To be a leader with good personality, you really need to be self-aware, self-regulating, motivating, emphatic, and have great social skills. You need to know what you are good at and what are your weaknesses. You need to be able to adapt and change your attitude to improve the things that you are not good at. Don't wait for another person to pick you up or bring you back to your feet. Learn to just motivate your own selves. Like last year in English I got 60, so this year I'm going to beat myself and I'm going to get 80. You know what I did there? No? Motivated are those of your friends who do not even bother to cheat, even though they get millions of chances. I have seen many of my students, they improve themselves at the same time they try to help their friends out. They care about other people. And also there are many of you who have great social skills. You take part in programs, assemblies, you know how to mingle with your friends, you are confident in your approach, and then you know how to talk to your teachers, you are polite. These are all great social skills. They're not just good manners that you learn to impress your teachers and finish. No, these are the building blocks of your personality. More than the marks that you get in your studies, these traits, these characteristics are the things that are going to push you higher in life. We know that getting good grades and good marks in the school and in our studies alone is not everything, right? At the end of the day, what matters most is how you socialize with people. Emotional intelligence is defined as the ability to identify, assess, and control the emotion of oneself and of others. The ability to identify the emotions that you are feeling. Why do you feel that way? Or identifying the emotions of other people and why they feel that way. And not just knowing or understanding the feeling, but being able to respond or react in the right way, in a positive way. Salovey and John D. Mayer, who are leading researchers in emotional intelligence, came up with this model: perceiving emotion, reasoning with emotion, understanding the emotion, and managing emotions. Perceiving emotion is the ability to detect or decipher the emotions that you are feeling or other people feels. You should be able to recognize whether he or she who is saying that he's very happy, is he really happy? Is she really happy? After perceiving that emotion, you should be able to reason why he is feeling that way or why you are feeling that way. This reasoning deals with the cognitive part, that means thinking part. Why he is reacting that way and how should I react? You need to calculate in your mind. Understanding emotion, you cannot just judge the emotions on your own terms. You have to know where this emotion actually evolved. How did it start? Why is he feeling that way? What caused him or her to feel that way? After perceiving the emotion and reasoning with the emotion and understanding the emotion, you need to manage the emotion, how to change the situation the way you want it, the way it is pleasing to everybody, the way it will not be harmful to the people